An elderly couple were getting interviewed by the local paper regarding their 65th anniversary. The reporter looked at the husband and said, "Sir, what's your secret to a long and happy marriage?" He said, "Well, son, it started like this. We were on our honeymoon, and we went horseback riding. My wife was riding kind of a young, inexperienced horse who kept acting up. Well, the first time he acted up, she said, 'That's one.' A little while goes by, he acted up again. She said, 'That's two.' The third time he acted up, she said, 'Oh, that's three.' She pulled out her pistol and shot him. I yelled at her that she was cruel and that was mean, and she turned and looked at me and said, 'That's one.'"
I didn't think we were going to have a Blue Jacket report today for obvious reasons, but with the word and the news conference from the CBJ yesterday that head coach Rick Bowness is in fact coming back, I thought I'd reach back to my old buddy Dave Maetzold, the guy who was around him, well, the whole time he was here for the last leg of the season. Dave, what's your take on Thursday's news conference? First of all, it looked, and I only watched it online, but it sure looked like he and Don Waddell are aligned.
Yeah, they're old friends, and that helps a lot. And you got to go back to Tuesday, because I think the roots of Thursday are in Tuesday's post-game press conference where Rick Bowness said, "If I'm back, I'm changing the culture. These guys don't know how to win, and these guys don't hate to lose," and all that stuff. We've all heard all of that. So I think that sort of set the table for what we saw yesterday, to be honest with you, Woody, because I think everybody expected that he would get an opportunity to come back for another year. And when he did, and then when he was able to address what he said Tuesday, it all kind of made sense. It really all kind of made sense. And you understand why Don Waddell decided, let's give this guy another opportunity to do exactly what he said, maybe not in quite such inflammatory terms, but he has some unfinished business he wants to get to.
I watched the NHL Network, and they spent a good 15 minutes talking about it on Wednesday, and there was at least two of the commentators didn't think he would be back because they were wondering how the players would receive him.
Don Waddell said something very interesting yesterday in the press conference. He said he meets with the players individually, and then they go and meet with the head coach. And that's because if the players want to say anything about the head coach, they have the freedom to do it in front of the general manager. And he said every player that he met with, every one of them said they wanted Rick Bowness back as their coach. And even Wednesday, when the players met with the media and talked about the Tuesday night thing, they all acknowledged the fact that, maybe there are some things that can change. We don't agree with everything that he said, but there certainly are some things that we can change to get better and become a perennial playoff team.
Well, it'll be fun to see. I don't know about fun, but it'll be interesting to see over the next few days and weeks, just ahead of the draft, who might be moving on and finding a new place, and we may know exactly indirectly who Bowness was talking about.
That's very true. That will certainly be revealed by the personnel moves that they make. And there's also some pretty important unrestricted free agents they got to get signed, and Boone Jenner, Charlie Coyle, those are the two primary ones that people are concerned about. We'll see where that goes. Mason Marchment is another one. So there's going to be a lot of things going on here in this offseason.
Well, Mets, we won't be talking next week, I'm quite sure, but I look forward to talking to you again in the fall. Thanks so much, old buddy. It's great having you on the show.
The one thing that I know for sure is people will be talking Blue Jackets hockey over the summer because there's so many different things that are going to happen. So we'll get all caught up on it before the season starts again.
All right. Thanks, Dave.